Uh, PBR finals is coming up also this year. You got the PBR finals, you got the Women's Rodeo World Championship coming up. A lot of stuff is happening. And we wanted to dive in and find out what's going on with the Triple Crown of Rodeo that's going to happen at AT&T Stadium. So with that, we've got the one in the know, and that's Sammy Joe. What is
What's
happening?
up?
What is going on?
Well, thanks for having me on. We've got a big, rich week of PBR and women's rodeo coming up, and so we're pumped about it, Pepper.
Man, so I seen somewhere that this year y'all are looking at the largest payout in history.
So we last year created Women's Week, and by partnering with APHA and the Cowgirl Gathering, we pay out $1.145 million to women's only in 1 week. And we elevated the bar again this year. And those girls we pay out $60,000 to each event champion, equal money across all four disciplines. And we're going to do that inside AT&T Stadium. So the Cowgirls are taking over Cowboy Stadium.
That's gonna be entertaining. So, can you kind of tell us how the breakdown is for the women's the championship and how they qualify and how they all it comes down to this event?
Yeah, there's three ways that these females can get involved. So if you're 13 years old and up, competing in barrel racing, breakaway roping, heading and heeling, you have a year-long segment, is what we call it, to go to events around the country. As long as the results are publicly verified, you can nominate those events through the virtual rodeo qualifier. And by nominating and placing, you earn points on the Women's Rodeo World Championship leaderboard. And so that segment opened in April of 2023, and it will close April 14th of 2024. And as of that close date, we take the top 20 pros and the top 20 challengers from each of those disciplines, and they qualify to compete May 13th through the 19th in Fort Worth and Arlington. So that's the first way. The
Okay.
second way is we have qualifier series events, is what we call them. There's about six remaining. They can find those on our website. You go and nominate a qualifier series event, and if you're the highest placing pro or challenger, you earn a guaranteed buy into Women's Rodeo World Championship. And then lastly, if you don't make the top 20 and you don't win a qualifier series spot, you can come to the Cowgirl Gathering and enter the women's package, and that will be our last chance qualifier. Depending on entries, determines how many we take into women's. But I'm telling you, Pepper, it's that Cowgirl Gathering event pays out a lot of money in all three of those events. And then for $150, they can enter this women's package, which then makes them eligible not only for the last chance qualifier, there's a side pot, there's nominations included for points to the 2025 event, and we also award a qualifier series spot for the 2025 event, all for $150. So I know I just gave you a lot of information, but there's a lot happening in the sport of rodeo for women right now, and we're just excited about it.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like the spot to be. I mean, just 150 bucks and you're getting a shot. At 60,000, 100,000. Uh, what separates the or what's the breakdown between the pros and the challengers? How do you determine who's the pros, who's the challengers? How does that breakdown work?
I'll give it to you quick. In the barrel racing, it's based on earnings annually. If your earnings are less than 20,000 and in lifetime less than 100,000, you're considered a challenger. In the breakaway, it's based on earnings. If you've earned less than 10,000 in annual or less than 30,000 in lifetime, you're a challenger. And then in the team roping, we cap it at a 4.5. So if you're a 4.5 or less, you can compete in the challenger. So That's how we do it. And I tell you, it's really neat to see that isolated competition. We hear it all the time, seeing those up and comers get to compete right alongside Jackie, but not have the pressure of beating her in round one. At the end of the day, they do come together in that final
Hmm.
round and compete for that 60,000.
Right.
But from round one, round two, the semifinals, it's that isolated pros against pros and challengers against
Okay.
challengers.
Okay. So you got your two divisions here, your pros and your challengers. Y'all battle out till you get done, and you just throw them in the arena. Say, see what happens.
And then we award a cash bonus to all world champions, $5,000 to the pros and $5,000 to the challengers for the girls that have earned the most points throughout that segment I was talking about.
Uh huh.
And we also have a $20,000 all around cash bonus that we award. And so we're just talking about a lot of money here.
You you have probably got a ton of entries for this deal because if you're out there breakaway roping, barrel racing, and roping, why would you not? Why would you not enter this?
Exactly. And then creating that package with the Cowgirl Gathering and the APHA, you enter this amazing jackpot, right? That's paying out a lot of money. Plus, you get this last chance opportunity if you didn't quite make that top 20 cut. We are really, Lindsay Rosser Sumter is our commissioner. We've got a team on our end that really want to create this Women's Week where it doesn't matter what kind of cowgirl you are or what level you compete at. We want to create a week of cowgirls coming together and just having an awesome time in Fort Worth. There's a lot of things to do. National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame is a supporter of our event, and we did a champions breakfast with them last year. Pam Minnick is a big supporter, and we actually created the Pam Minnick Lifetime Achievement Award for her around our event. And then, of course, PBR, we're owned by PBR and
Hmm.
WCRA, and being a part of the World Finals Week, all of the ancillary events that they put on, it's the place to be in May.
Man, that's action packed. And so they still have until you said the cutoff is April. So that
April
so
14th.
so they're still battling it out right now. See, I think I saw something. I think I saw something the other day. Didn't they just have a big event in Arizona?
They did, yeah. The downtown Cavs and Cans was over there, and it was an awesome qualifier series event. They had a ton of entries there. Karen Fuller is the producer of that event, and like I said, if they go check out qualifier series on wrwc.rodeo is our website, you can see the remaining events left to earn those qualifier series spots. But yeah, it's really neat to see the female, especially those all girl team ropings,
Hmm.
grow. And I think it's important too, though, for these team ropers to know that you don't have to go to an all girl to qualify to the Women's Rodeo World Championship. If you're going with your family to a mixed roping and you're entering with your husband,
Hmm.
you can still nominate. Our healers can tie on
Okay.
and qualify. And then what we do is once that cutoff comes, we send out a list of all the headers and healers that have qualified, and they pick their partner from that list. So even if they're not sure who they may rope with, we'll make sure that if you nominate and qualify, you'll have a partner to run with when it comes time.
Okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice to know because you're gonna get down and be like, well, who's it gonna be? What am I gonna what am I
Well,
gonna
and
do?
when you're a mom and a wife and you're juggling keeping your family taken care of, and really the only opportunity you may have to rope is going with your husband and your
Hmm.
family. We just want I think that's a great way to help these ladies still compete, come to our event, and we just make sure that they get a run by those ladies that have qualified.
Yeah, and see, there's an arena that's not too far from me that is one of the qualifiers, one of the qualifying locations, and they have a breakaway roping out there a lot. And man, it's packed over there. I mean, everybody that's loaded up over there, wanting a shot at this. So I think it's going to be a heck of an event.
Thank you. We're excited and can't wait to see that 60,000 get paid out around AT&T Stadium.
At least somebody's going to win around there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but all right, Sammy Joe, we appreciate you filling us in on this deal, and like I say, we're gonna keep an eye on it, and I may try to get over there this year and check this thing out over at AT&T, and we appreciate you filling us in, and good luck on the association. I mean, it's taking off, and it's not slowing down.
We're excited, Pepper. Thanks for having me on. And again, check out wrwc.rodeo for all the details.
Thank you.